So in this video, we're going to look at times table, the completion of the times table. And this is a typical situation which we will face when we're dealing with pupil starting to the times table. And they come in from the first half of primary school, Key Stage 1. They come in with this setup typically, where they can do the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. You can count, obviously, and do the 2 times table and so on up to 5. But they're struggling with 6, 7, 8, and 9. And they can do the 10 times table because it's just add a 0. And there are various techniques that we join together to allow the completion of this table. The first one is not to worry about the 11 and 12 times table. That is much easier once this is completed. Plus, this is far more important because 11 and 12 only come in special cases, whereas this is used repeatedly. So the two main techniques relate to the 8 times table and the 9 times table. So let's have a look at these first. So when we look at the 9 times table, we notice that there's a pattern that appears. So it is the number goes up 1, 2, 3, 4, but on the right hand side it goes 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's going up. So if it goes up on the left going down, then it becomes a decreasing number on the right hand side. So this is the first one, and so we're going to fill that out in a second. But before we do that, what we need to do is we need to understand that what goes across this way comes down this way. So here we've got 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. So what we do is first of all we fill in these blocks. So 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, and that's 18, 21, 24, 27. And this is 24, 28, 32, 36. And this is 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. So, we've got that. So this allows us to complete a large part of the table. So let's go back there and do the 9s now, because we talked about that a moment ago. The 9, what happens is we'll put them in. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So it doesn't matter if it's methodical, if it's done that way, because once the pattern's seen, it'll be relatively easy. So how about the 8 times table? Well, we notice this. 8, 6, 4, 2, 0. And this is 1, 2, 3, 4. So again, as long as we fill in the first 5 rows, we can go backwards in the same as before. So 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. And then 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. We notice there are 2 4s. So it's possible to do an explanation, but it's easier if the pupil is just encouraged to fill the first 5 rows out, down and across, and then there isn't anything to think about. It removes one element of problem there. Okay, so now where do we go next? Well, we then fill in across as we did before, because of course we know that these two are the same as these two. So 81, 72 is going to be 63 and then 54. And then we're going to do the same again, 72, 64, 72, 64, 56, 48. Now, where do we go next? Well, we have a not too difficult issue to deal with, which is we do these 2 boxes here, which is we just add on that number to this one. So it's done by addition. 30 plus 6 is 36. 7 plus 35 is 42. Now, again, because we know that what goes one way goes the other way, we can see here that this one, which is 42, must be the same here. So whereas 14, 21, 28, 35, 42, 14, 21, 28, 35, 42. And then the last one, 7 7s are 49. Most difficult calculation, we'll just write it in. You need to know that. 7 7s are 49. and then we've got the whole table. And that might seem quite an ordered way, which the pupil hasn't really learned, but that's not the case. Once the pupils do this repeatedly and time it, they start to see the patterns, and then they'll soon be able to go 88 to 64. So it's not necessary to do it by rote, it's necessary to do it quickly using these tables, and that way then you'll get a nice result.